Instagram and stuff. I'm all over the place. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
It's us. Hello, it's us.
Hello, it's us.
Let's see if YouTube is fixed this week. If it's gonna let y'all know.
Smudge is backwards. It's backwards to me.
I cannot. All right, here we go. Going live on the Grammy. Going live on the Grammy. Said everybody go live. Checking connection. We're having some trouble starting your live video.
Uh-oh.
November Madness for you. Is that what's happening with YouTube too? But YouTube is telling us we're live, but Instagram is not at the moment. Well, folks.
Do you have the Wi-Fi on?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
I couldn't even put the title in here.
Really?
No internet's connection.
I would log out. I mean, disconnect and then reconnect.
Any day now we'll be connected. You're now live. Yay!
Oh, look at that.
Look at us. Oh, let me put the comment at the bottom. Follow at Bossy Brown Girl. Hey, y'all.
And
let me pin it at the bottom. Okay. We are in the building. Here we go. November Madness Week 2 live.
we made it.
We made it to week 2, people. That's the best I can do right now. I think.
What?
This little setup. So we can see this and this. We on YouTube. We on Instagram. We got it all set up. All right. Ready. Ready. What y'all doing? We talking about starting a business today. Starting a business with no money. How in life? Little to no money, folks. Little to no money. We have a little situation today. A little rosé for the girls. I'm not about to play with her. She called herself out in some light and sweet, and this ain't light nor sweet. Dry and strong. Strong and dry. It's okay. It'll be great. We're not drinking this whole bottle tonight, guys.
No, we are not.
We're not doing that today.
Oh, no.
It's not opening here.
Yeah, no. My hands are not the best.
We are not indulging in this entire bottle today.
And we're going to have the nerve to have real wine glasses today.
A big wine glass? Yeah, I'm not filling that up either. No, thank you. We're going to get into some tea today.
All right.
It is a no for me, dog. I just want to see your face when you taste the dry. Cheers.
Cheers.
That is strong. Okay.
Oh my goodness. I messed up, y'all.
She picked it out today. She said she didn't want no red, and she picked out
Okay.
Let's get into the topic. I'm gonna put this glass down because
me too.
Ooh, we're gonna be looking crazy out here. Starting a business with no money, none. Do we mean $0?
Yeah, what
do we mean $50, $100? What do we mean by that? I mean, we all know that you gotta spend money to make money. But how much money do you really have to spend?
Good question.
You see how we starting that thing off? You see how we starting that thing off? It's November Madness, y'all. People joining the chat. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Y'all got questions? Drop them down below on Instagram. YouTube is still not telling folks that we live, so I don't know how that goes. But I'm gonna have to dig into that because I don't know what's wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, starting a business with little to no money is definitely possible. I feel like it's more possible now than it was a while ago.
When I was trying to start. I did it, but
it wasn't fun.
No, it's probably easier now because the way technology is now and social media. You know, we used to have to buy billboards.
I was about to say, we used to have to pay for a spot in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Like,
sheesh.
We don't got to do that no more because we got Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and stuff. So we definitely do have access to a lot of like free promotional platforms, free marketing. Like we don't really have to put our money into marketing if we don't want to. That's how Kylie prides herself. Is like, yeah, I started this $1 billion empire with $0 that went to marketing. As far as paid promotions.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, we got to do some.
Her name was already popular at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a quick jump start for her. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
But you were there. You were co-signing.
All I said was
like, oh, whatever.
I know, yeah. I said, oh, whatever, because I had never tried it before. I was like, oh, Saturday Home Cool is gonna be great, you know. It's great. It's just like it's got a little bite.
Yeah.
Got a little bite to
it. It does have a bite.
Anywho. Are y'all saying so? Because y'all kind of far away today. Like I feel like I can't see today.
You want to be closer?
No.
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 I don't me.
Yeah, that wasn't me because my phone's over there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Ooh. I think that now, if you specifically, because I mean, I have a lip gloss business, right? So if you want to start a lip gloss business, you really don't have to spend that much on your inventory because you can shop with businesses like me, businesses that have programs, wholesale programs that are set up for y'all to, you know, purchase your inventory. You don't have to purchase a whole lot of it. You don't have to spend any time, you know, figuring out a formula or doing anything like that. All you have to do is dedicate your time to researching. So if you really wanted to, you can hop on my website right now, buy 20 tubes, and boom, you have a business. Get your LLC, you know, register your business, do all that stuff.
And approximately how much does that cost?
You probably gonna spend, well, it cost me $100 to do my LLC when I first started. I think it's the same price. So I just did another LLC for the new business. So yeah, I think it was $100, but you got to pay every year. So I think it's what, $50 to renew every year? I want to say it's $50 to renew in Georgia. I don't know about any other states, but that's what I had to do. And they give you the option to like renew for a year, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. Like if you just want to pay like one lump sum so that you don't have to like keep having to pay annually, you can do it for a period of time if you want. But yeah, figure $100 and, you know, another $100 on inventory. You got to get your business cards, thank you cards, all that good stuff. Probably spend a smooth $50, $60 on that. And you got a business. I mean, you know, packaging and things. The list goes on, but you don't have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to start a business. I think that people have this thought of, oh, you just have to have so much money. You really don't have to, but it would be nice, like, if you had a little bit of cushion, you know, because there's always a rainy day in business. Mm-hmm. Not reconnecting. Bring us back. What's going on today?
But I paid the bill. It's paid.
Our bills is paid, okay? Paid our bills. Our bills is paid. Yeah, you don't really have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to start businesses anymore. I spent a lot of money in the beginning, and that's only because the lip gloss business was not super new, but rather new as far as people like sharing their journeys on YouTube and stuff. So there was a lot of stuff that I was researching and finding. So I was spending money on trial and error type stuff. So if I saw something that one person was using, I'm like, oh, let me try that. I kind of knew like what was working for everybody wasn't going to work for me. So I spent money on that to like test things out, go through that whole process, make samples, like get people to test it out. You know, that costs money.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all my thousands and thousands of dollars went, is to trying stuff, getting it, then didn't like it. And it was just like, well, oh, well. Hello. I see the hellos in the comments.
Well, for me, starting a business as a hairstylist, it was different.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of salons open up with grant money or loans, or they just have enough capital to open their business, and they have these, you know, fairly big salons. That was never my goal. I always just wanted to have my own because I wanted it to run it how I wanted to. So I actually started my salon and it was just me. So I didn't go the LLC route at the time because I was a sole proprietor. So I kind of went the DBA, which is doing business as. So everything was up under my name, my social, and I was doing business as whatever the business name was.
Gotcha.
So that was a little different. You don't have to pay for that. You get your EIN number, and that's free for you to get through the IRS. And so that's how I started. And I started with 2 chairs.
Listen, started with what we had to start with, okay?
2 stations set up. So
okay.
As I started and I started to grow, once I got one person to work with me, then I said, okay, I'm going to use some of the money and I'm going to buy more furniture. And then I bought another, and then it just kind of grew like that. But I didn't have thousands of dollars.
Right.
I probably had a little under $1,000 when I started. And so to me, when you say starting a business, that's kind of starting with no money.
Yeah, because people are like, oh no, we got to have 5,000. We got to do this, and this.
Anything under 5,000 is starting with a low.
Little to no money. Yeah. Ooh, no. I definitely didn't have $5,000, y'all. Let's just go ahead and get that straight. I was out here breaking my arms and elbows trying to crochet and doing all this. I was like,
I'm sorry, y'all, but this is not the wine that I like to drink.
It's so hard to get down right now. It's not that bad, though.
It's not that bad, but it's not what I was expecting and not what I was wanting.
We should have got the Moscato.
Yeah, we should have. Why don't we get all that? Because of me? Now, with my other business that I'm starting, which is the luxury picnic business and the event planning, that is totally different. You're going to have a little bit of money.
Yeah, because you got stuff. You had to buy stuff for that.
I mean, you have to buy a lot of home decor stuff just so that you can have different settings to offer your customers. And if you're a person like me who likes to shop and love to do like interior decorating and things like that, you can kind of go crazy. So you can, okay. The lesson that I've learned, and I'm just starting, is that I don't have to have so many things of everything. Like, for instance, I have a picnic basket that's a nice size, and in my head, I feel like I need another one.
Yeah.
In my head, I feel like I need another one. But my husband says, how about you have a picnic with that basket before you go and buy another basket?
So you need to use what you got first. Yeah. Before you get another one.
Yeah. He was like, use that one. And when you use that one, then you can go get your another.
When you at least have one picture with that one, then you could get you a new basket.
Exactly. So, yeah, you can kind of get carried away, but I probably could have started that business maybe with between 500 and 1,000, but I've spent more like 3,000. So I have. I mean, because I want to have options.
Listen.
So I kind of got stuff. Still buying stuff.
Oh, dang, you spent well. Yeah, no, I didn't spend no 3,000, but
I mean, it added up quick. You
I
buy
know.
one set of pillows. I mean, pillows
crazy
is
thing.
$30 for one pillow.
It adds up so
yes,
fast.
It does. So
I didn't even think that I spent as much as I did when I did start.
You talking about area rugs? You know how much area rugs cost?
I know.
Girl.
I know. Hello. Welcome. We are talking about starting a business with little to no money today. Because it's possible.
It is possible.
If my country can do it, you can do it.
That was the best.
I need to get off of here. What did I miss? You really haven't missed much. We have some really dry wine that we're drinking today that we're both kind of sitting here like sipping very slow on. And we just kind of talked a little bit about our experience in starting business and how much we actually spent. We're talking about how it is kind of possible. It's more possible now to start a business with little to no money versus having thousands and thousands of dollars. And I would like to say we need to normalize just starting. You know, we need to normalize starting.
Yeah.
Because we will sit here and wait around for weeks and weeks and weeks, months, years, however long, because we feel like, oh, we just need one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we don't have this. Oh, I don't have this. I don't have that. And it's like, all right, but we just sometimes can't have it all at the beginning. We gotta grow over time. You know, if we have what we need, what we really need, it might not be every little thing that we want to have, but as long as we have all the necessities, I feel like, you know, just start. Just do it. Like Nike said, just do it. Because you'll find yourself 5 years down the line still trying to find that one thing that you didn't have.
Let me tell you, I am one for that. I don't know. I just wanted everything to be perfect. And so,
yeah.
Now I feel like it's November and I'm really just people just really hearing and knowing about what I've been talking about since when.
You know,
summer.
And that was for both of us though. And we both started in November. So I was out here procrastinating too 2 years ago.
You was. She was.
You're like, if she gets another package to this house and she don't launch this freaking business, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Packages. Well, you finally did it, so cheers to that.
Cheers.
At least it's not 2 years and you're still talking about you need one more thing.
Hilarious. What's a good platform to start my site? Like Shopify. I have Squarespace. Shopify is cool and all, but not my first choice. What's your first choice?
Well, for selling products, I probably would say Squarespace because that's what you used. And we do have Shopify that we're revamping one of our business websites. And so we're trying to figure out which way we're going here.
Yeah. Shopify is like, for me, it's different when you start with something and then that's just what you're used to. So I started with Squarespace and then tried to transition to Shopify too. And I just found that Shopify is a lot more complex on the back end. Like it's a lot more complicated to edit the site and to do your pricing and everything. It's just a lot more of a hassle for me. So while, 2 years ago when everyone was starting their business, the pandemic was coming and everybody was like jumping to start a business, everybody jumped on Shopify. But I don't know. I think maybe if that's like the first thing that you learn and you just learn how it is and you don't know anything else, then I think yes. But if you go from Squarespace to Shopify, you might feel the same way that I feel about it being just overly complicated for no reason. Like, it's just, I don't understand.
Well, for me, when I started building websites, neither one of them were it. It was Vistaprint. So
okay.
yeah. So I do have a Vistaprint website. It's not for selling any products. It's basically to just share my business, what I'm doing, for you to connect with me, contact me, all those things. And it's very user friendly. Like you can just drag and drop. It's not hard at all. And you can go in there and edit as much as you need to. So it just depends on what kind of business you're starting. If you're starting a business where you're offering services and you're not really selling anything, you don't need an online store, then you may want to check into that as well. And they give you 1 free month up front. So you can set up everything and get rocking and rolling. And the first trial is 30 days and it's free. And then they charge you from there. And their rates are pretty low.
Gotcha.
You can get, under $30.
Yeah. I was going to say, now that you said that, the very, very first website that I built, I was in high school and it was on Wix.com.
Yeah, a lot of people use Wix. A lot of people that are in the picnic business, they use Wix. I just didn't want to learn another. I was used to Vistaprint, so I just I wasn't trying to learn another one at the time. I just needed it to be up. So
yeah, on Wix, I know people now that use Wix to actually sell products, but when we were in high school and we were setting up websites and stuff, it was just kind of more like a blog style type of thing.
Okay.
So, just showcasing pictures and showcasing your work and having a website to give people to get your information out there. But I would recommend Squarespace. I feel like Squarespace is a really, really good resource. The only thing about Squarespace is that they literally make everything easy for you. So you're going to pay for every little thing, like every little add-on, you're going to pay for it. Every little extra thing, you're going to pay for it. So it's kind of how they make their money. Like they make it such a seamless and easy experience for you to just add on all these things. And then, you're going to add on to that bill too. Okay. So there's like certain discounts that you can put on Shopify that you might not be able to run on Squarespace. And Squarespace has its own set of discounts that you can do for your website. And then, that just is what it is. I'm like, I can't do an automatic buy 2 get 1 free type of discount on Squarespace, but I know you can do that on Shopify. So it's like, it's kind of like give and take. It's like you have to decide, what you want to do. Shopify, you're going to have more opportunity to use external, like third-party sites like the Sezzle and, like the buy now, pay later type stuff. You have more leverage to do that on Shopify than you will with Squarespace. Squarespace is like, they're kind of like more, I don't want to say just like basic, not basic, but they're kind of more on top of what you're going to add to your site. So they have like their list of trusted third-party people that you can work with. And then, they haven't figured out the buy now, pay later just yet. So I'm like, it's 2021 Squarespace. Can we get one of these websites?
So you don't have none of them?
There isn't one that I can manually add. So I think that people that like, cause some of the really big brands, and I didn't know, but some of like the really super famous brands, they use Shopify. And I'm like, well, what kind of version of Shopify do y'all use? Right. But they have it to where I think you have to really get with like a coder or like, like an actual website builder, and they can build in all of these extra things for them. And then that's how they kind of make that work. So I'm like, as far as me, like as a quote unquote small business, just being able to drag and drop something to my site and have it to where you can buy now, pay later, they don't have that option on Squarespace like how they do on Shopify right now. Because I know we have the option to just like add it on, I think. Right?
I don't know.
I think we do. We just don't right now. I think we have that option because I know people that have Shopify that have Sezzle, so they can just easily like link the two together, and then it just works.
So for the Crown Royal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to look into that. Great question. Websites are, that's something to figure out at the beginning for sure. I just went with Squarespace because that's what I knew, because that's what I used in college. when they made me build a website in college. So I was like, well, we're just gonna go with this. Yeah, it was like, y'all are gonna use this. I'm like, do y'all collaborate with them? Because why are y'all forcing us to use this Squarespace?
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
but it's just like the more artistic option, like with their layouts and stuff, you kind of, it just gives that artsy vibe. So I could understand why they went with that. But that's where I ended up because I was like, well, I already have experience with this, so we're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
I'm not about to learn a new thing at all. No,
That's how
thank
I felt
you.
about Vistaprint. I was like, yeah, not today. Because it was either going to be Wix or Vistaprint. And I was like,
I'm going to go with what I know. I'm going to go with what I know. Any other questions, y'all could drop them down below. But yeah, the website, it's like, you know, you can really control like how many expenses that you have at the beginning. I would just say make a list of everything that you know you're going to need. Make a list, girl. Price it all out. Because I didn't do that. I was just like, oh, I need this. Buy it. Okay, yep. Oh, I need this. Yep. Spent. Paid. I'm like, how much did I spend at the end of the month? I was like, oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Like, no way. Absolutely not. Hey, y'all. It's people still joining in, people coming in, dropping in. We are talking about starting a business, running a business, anything business. That's just what we're talking about today. So if y'all got questions, drop them down below. Yeah, we're talking about business because that's my business.
Oh my gosh.
It is.
It's your business.
And is. And is. I can like just barely see what's going on over there. Like I see like people joining.
You know I don't see.
I can barely see what's happening. Oh, that one is killing. You just gotta just throw it back.
We should have just got a small bottle of that.
You was the one talking about, oh, how much is the big bottle? Well, listen. Yes, this is the big bottle today. How to get your sales up.
Ugh.
Woo!
What a question.
I'm gonna take a sip to that one.
Yeah, take a sip. Ooh, I'm gonna let you answer that one.
I
don't have nothing to sell.
Well, honestly, y'all, the main way when I took off, the main way that I was able to do that was because I was sharing my journey on social media. Like I just kept posting and posting and posting, and I was just waiting for something to stick. Like I just kept posting. I wasn't worried about it. I had my few little orders. Okay. My few couple of orders that all came from people that I knew, by the way. You know, let me always make that clear. When I first started, I pretty much knew either I met them in person, it was cool, or I knew of them from social media. Those are all the people that shop with me. So I just kept posting on YouTube. I was sharing like packing orders and filling and mixing and doing all this stuff. I was just showing all of that stuff. And that's what allowed my business to really take off. So when it comes to thinking about how to get more sales, I oftentimes need to get in front of the camera. I need to make some kind of content. I need to run some kind of flash sale or something like that in order to entice people to place an order. And that's what me, you know, steadily growing an audience too, though. So it's different if you don't have an audience. You kind of want to work on building an audience. Like that's the first part. You have to have an audience to actually talk to. So if you don't have anybody listening to what you're saying, then there's not going to be anybody that's going to buy. So that's why I always say you need to have an Instagram. You need to be on social media. You need to just be posting. It doesn't matter if, you know, people are seeing it now. Still use those hashtags, still be consistent and still post, because one day
that makes sense.
Those people are going to come. They're going to find you some way, somehow, and they're going to tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, you just have to be ready, you know? So that's kind of like the first step, is to be consistent and have the product, be consistent, post it on social media, use your hashtag, share it, tell other people to share it, and then be ready. because we never knew the day that it was going to be a swamp. Like, we never knew what day it was going to be that I was drowning in orders. And then that day finally came, and we were all freaking out because we didn't know what to do. So you got to be ready. You got to stay ready so you don't got to get ready. Is that bad, OMG? It's not bad. It's just, it takes time sometimes. And there's really not a secret formula to taking off. There's not a secret formula to getting more sales. Like, it's all about right now with businesses like myself. I started out on social media and then I started a business. So I kind of like wanted to be an influencer already. I wanted to be a content creator. So I started already documenting my life. I started already making videos. And then I decided, oh, I want to start a business too. So let me share that aspect of my life too. That's kind of how all the stars align for me. I don't know how they will align for you. But also, like I said, there isn't one little thing that I did that made me get all those sales. Like, it was just that time for me. Like, I don't know, I can't tell you the step by step of what to do, but I can just tell you what I did, what I see other people do. Y'all will see some people that don't even put in that much effort and they blow up.
How does that happen?
It just be their time. It be their time, and then they'll be popping for a good week or two, maybe a month, and then we don't ever hear from them again. So it's not always peaches and cream. That's why I'm like, don't ever wish to blow up overnight. Like, don't accidentally manifest that, because that's possible. Like, you can just be hoping and dreaming for something and, putting that energy out there and working, and then all of a sudden you're like a one-hit wonder, and then we don't hear anything else about you. And that's not what we want. So don't manifest things accidentally for yourself that you really don't want, because it's possible as well.
That was a word. You said that, girl.
I did. That was a little word. Anything fit for them? Okay.
You're drinking way too fast.
Ooh, it's like... It's November Madness. This is like a real raw representation of November Madness. Dry wine, medium dry.
Medium dry. How about next time we read what we're buying?
I got too much faith in my brands. That's all. I sent her home. I said, girl, go ahead. That's what you want. It's pink. Go ahead and do it, girl.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah.
We thought it was
the real wine glasses. We was like, we're going to get the real.
We definitely needed the real wine glasses, but there's some real stuff in that bottle right there. Great questions, though. Any more questions? And again, starting a business with little to no money, you don't have to be straight on Instagram. As soon as you just made your account and over here doing sponsored posts, you don't have to do that. Like, it's not a requirement, like it's not required. Like, it's not, I mean, I don't know. I didn't do that until I was like a little in there, a couple months in at least.
So you just posted and used hashtags?
Mm-hmm. Posted, used hashtags, and promoted my other social media on my other social media. So on YouTube, you got to tell folks, go follow me on Instagram. Go follow me over here. Go follow me over there. If we're on YouTube, that's what we have to do. If we're on Instagram, go subscribe to my YouTube. Go follow this. Go follow that. You have to constantly be talking about yourself, keeping yourself in front of people's face. Also, I was going to stuff. I was doing stuff. That's when stuff was able to be done, like events or whatever. Like, we was doing stuff and going out and being able to just pass out business cards and meet people face to face. Yeah, being social. There was a point in time where I was like a social butterfly. I wanted to be out every week, and we was going to events every week. Like, we was outside. Now I be inside. So that makes life a little bit more complicated as far as, meeting new people, meeting people around you, because it'd be people out here in Atlanta that really could give me a leg up, but I just don't be in the right rooms with the right people sometimes. Because I don't want to be outside all the time anymore.
For now. Let's just say that.
For right now, yeah. Because still just a weird time outside. It's just strange. It's just a little strange.
A little strange.
So who in the comments has a business? Who are all my business owners? I'm gonna try to see y'all from way over here. Who are all my business owners and what kind of business are we running? What are we doing? I don't see nobody saying nothing yet. Look.
No, I don't see.
I know you don't see, but I'm trying to see. Maybe it's no business owners in the chat. Let me find out. Let me find out.
No business owners today.
That's all right. That is a-okay.
Well, who maybe are thinking about, because they might not be a business owner yet. They may be aspiring to be one.
Who wants to start a business? Who in the chat wants to start a business? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Meal prep business. Oh, I need to talk to you. Meal prep is everything. What's on the menu this week? Some chicken. Are you all right over there, girl?
That thing is not good. I'm sorry.
See, this is how we know we messed up last week and had our favorite, and we was in here drinking a whole bottle. Yeah, no. Okay, meal prep business. I probably would be so overwhelmed. Like cooking. Oh my God, what?
No, that is not something that I enjoy doing at all.
Can you imagine
me? I look like it, but I don't.
Can you imagine me like trying to do prepping, like meal prep for real? I have tried so many times to do it for myself, and I'm just like, yeah, I quit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me, dog. Not in my house.
Meal prepping is kind of like a
People
new thing, though, right?
Yeah,
it's not super like that hasn't been around for a very long time. I don't think.
I mean, it wasn't called meal prep.
Oh,
because I know I have a friend who was meal prepping for 2 older ladies, and she did that for like 3 years, and she would deliver to them once a week. But it wasn't a thing.
It wasn't a thing. It was just
it was around, but
gotcha. That makes sense. I feel like that's the new trend right now.
It really is. I need to get on that.
I had to lean in for this one because I can't see that far. You ladies are so fun and intelligent, and yeah, it's not for everyone. You have to love the heat and pressure of a kitchen. Yes.
Ooh.
You gotta want to be up in the kitchen. Whipping in the kitchen. Only thing I'll be whipping up is the secret sauce.
I wasn't expecting that, but okay.
Whipping up gloss in no time with that secret sauce.
She's a rapper now.
That's all I be whipping up, girl. Secret sauce. The gloss.
Got nothing to whip up.
Secret sauce with the gloss. The boss.
Okay. That's about it. Secret sauce with the gloss, huh?
From the boss.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
That's what we're going to say next time. We're going to make a video.
We're not getting ready to say that.
Yeah, we are. We're going to do a promo video for the secret sauce.
With the boss?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Secret sauce is the gloss from the boss. Oh, yeah. That just rolls off the tongue, girl. That's how we're going to do that. We're going to do a little promo video.
All right. Listen, I'm down for whatever.
Down for the ride. Sorry, I didn't have anything to follow up that one with. I didn't have a song for that one. Sorry.
I was ready, no.
I know, and that's why I feel like I let you know I have a song for that one. It didn't hit me as easy like the Gloss Boss did. Sorry.
No freestyle came to you.
No, not that time. I'm gonna let the wine, try to do it again.
I'm over that wine.
That wine is not good, but I'm gonna drink it. Not all of it though.
No, look how much I got left.
Yeah, mine is empty, so.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to catch up with you today. Sorry.
It was a point in time when she's talking about she ain't gonna talk until I caught up with her. Huh.
Yeah, but that's not today.
She said she's not drinking it.
No. Because that thing is freaking fruit. So brutal.
I'm not playing with you today. Anyways, who has questions about starting a business? Ask us some questions in the chat. Ask us in the chat. In the chatty chat. Oh, yes, it was. And I just got It was, and I got it.
What was it?
It wasn't good. Once it went down, it was not good. That wasn't it.
Ooh. Sorry, so I don't put that one right there.
That one was a bust? A fail, indeed. Sorry, y'all. We are very into wine. I was just watching TV about wine. I was watching wine on TV, I want to go wine tasting.
What did you just say?
I was watching wine on TV. I want to go wine tasting.
They have a place where you can go.
I want to go.
To the winery.
I want to go to the winery. I was just watching people. It was in Napa Valley. I was like,
no, that's far.
I know, but I just was like, oh, it was their 30th birthday. And I was like, that is just such a grown thing to do at 30.
Grown.
Like
that's
wine tasting at Napa Valley. That just sounds fun.
That sounds very grown.
How do you keep your customers engaged? Ooh, engagement is tricky when the social media platforms are not on your side. You know what I'm saying? Like when the algorithm is not on your side, it's kind of hard to do what you're really trying to do, unfortunately. But I always try to keep my customers engaged by asking them questions, using polls, links, stickers, whatever. Like just making your posts look more interesting whenever you can. For Smudge, it's a lot of, wow, which color do you like best? Or what's your favorite get suckered scent for the fall time? Just like asking questions and interacting. Sometimes you have to be the first one to like interact or, say something or ask a question so that you can get feedback. And then that's how the conversation starts. So I try to respond to all the comments. I try to, be as active and engaged as possible. Because if people are taking their 2 seconds out their day to leave a comment, I can at least respond to them when they do that, So it might be a couple hours later, it might even be a day later, but I'm still responding. Or I'm gonna try to. And that's a good way to keep your customers engaged. Showing new products or, showing them the products, talking about other products too. Like sometimes you'll have customers that are repeat customers. Like there's a lot of people that I recognize, like when they reach out on social media, I remember who they are, I remember what they ordered and, what their business is like. And that's good because then you can kind of communicate with them about other stuff that you have. Like, oh, I know you always order this, but maybe you'd be interested in this next time, like trying this out. Or, maybe your customers would like this. If you have a wholesale business and you're selling to other business owners, I can always, recommend that maybe their customers would like these other products that I offer. So it's tricky. You have to make sure you're just always posting. I know nowadays it's like, since I'm doing November Madness, sometimes I'll forget to post on Smudge Instagram because I'm kind of like always editing or filming or doing something. But on a regular day, when we're not in the midst of madness, I would typically post multiple times a day on Smudge. And I do that because it's just like, you just never know what kind of day it's going to be. Like even me and my close friends with our personal pages, we have these conversations all the time. It's like, Girl, I don't know what happened, but my views are up right now on my story. So I need to go ahead and like post some more stuff, post some business stuff, post some stuff. Like I got eyes on me right now. I want people to see what I want them to buy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to pay attention to that too. But I just say just to make your life easy, just get in the habit of posting at least 3 times a day on your social media. Get used to being active on your story throughout the whole day so that it's giving you maximum opportunity to reach people and giving you maximum opportunity to engage with people. Add polls, like I said, add question boxes, add all that kind of stuff, add music, like really just try to wrap them up and keep them interested in whatever it is that you're talking about at the end of the day. That's what we want. We want them to be interested. We want them to come back for more. We want them to kind of wonder what's next, you know? So that's all I can say about keeping customers engaged. It's difficult when the Instagram algorithm, even the YouTube algorithm right now, there's literally nobody that sees that I'm on live. And I don't understand why that is happening.
That's really
So it seems
good.
like I need to look into that. But that's another thing. Like if I'm trying to reach my audience on YouTube and go live with them and give them information, they're not seeing it. So I'm putting in the effort on my end to, try to keep them engaged, but it ain't happening. Outside of social media, how else do you market your products? Word of mouth is your best friend. So I'm in Atlanta and I just now recently started to go out a little bit more, like go outside a little bit more. And I just talk to people, wear my products out, wear my shags out, wear my lip gloss out. You have to wear your own products or have them with you to show people, have business cards with you so that anytime that somebody compliments me on my shag that I'm wearing, I can pull out a business card and hand it to them. Word of mouth is really kind of like that's how we used to do things before social media because a lot of us couldn't afford a billboard or a newspaper spot or whatever. So we would go to marketing events or we would just go to the mall literally and pass out business cards to people.
I don't even know if billboards is still even a thing. I mean, I know people still are using billboards, and I know that people still see them, but
it's for the big dogs.
Literally. Yeah, like I'm like for a small business owner, I don't.
It just doesn't make sense. It's not in the budget for any small business.
No,
like
it's way
if you have budget for a billboard, you are not a small business.
Right.
Like
you're right.
Like if you have that kind of money just for marketing, like that's out. Like if you're fully stocked, because if you buy a billboard, you have to be fully stocked. Like you have to have all your inventory in a row. You gotta have everything ready because it don't make no sense for you to get a billboard if you don't have anything for folks to buy. So if you are at that point in life in your business, then you're definitely not considered a small business. But outside of social media, word of mouth is always the way to go. I don't know where you are located at, but I just know in Atlanta, there are always different opportunities that I can take to, get my business more exposure, vendor events, just like networking events.
It's
always something happening. I have friends that are also creatives, photographers, other entrepreneurs. So anytime that they are doing something, they are kind of like promoting me at the same time on set. They have some products on set with them. They have business cards on set with them. And, they just really like, we help each other. We kind of help put each other on a pedestal at the same time because sometimes people are looking for photographers. I used to be a photographer. I can still do it. I'm very capable of doing it. But guess what? I go ahead and pass that business right along. Here you go. I know 2 people, 3 people, whoever. Like I'm not into that.
You're not into it?
Hey, Amelia girl. I'm not trying to photograph nobody event. Okay. I have my fair share of photographing weddings and everything. I'm like, if you ever photograph a wedding, like I had to quit. Okay. I'm like, these moments are too precious. I gotta go. I gotta leave. It's too much pressure. It's too much work. It's just such a long day. Like I was kind of burnt out for like a couple of days after doing a wedding. It's just not my vibe anymore. Like it was great. It was amazing. Like that price point, like I would get a good, decent coin for doing a wedding, but it's just like, all right, is that really worth my sanity? Is that really worth me running around Tybee Island trying to get all the moments? Like, no. I'm in Las Vegas. It's really hard to find vendor events or et cetera. Oh, Vegas. Ooh, I've never been to Vegas, so I don't know what the scene is like down there. Um, hmm. I would say just go out and about, and you do meal prep too. Oh my gosh, I would be out in the grocery store with my business cards. Girl, you tired of cooking, girl. Take this card. If somebody told me at the grocery store, I'd be like, girl, you right, girl. I don't want to be in here buying these groceries, girl. Let me get a business card. You tired of I'd be so ready to quit cooking. Like, I'm over it.
That is funny.
I am serious. So you definitely have to be creative about how to get your name out there besides being on social media.
Yeah.
Because word of mouth is everything. So talk to your friends, talk to, and also too, like, depending on what kind of meal prep you do. So like the company that I am shopping with right now, their food is like all clean, so it's like it's clean food. It's kind of really marketed towards people that work out on a regular basis. They're always in the gym. So for the brand that I'm working with, it would be smart for them to try to market through local gyms and, try to see if they can talk to some of the gym members or if they can leave some of their business cards at the front because that's their audience. So you got to be a little creative sometimes and figure out who exactly you're trying to reach and where do those people go? Where do they like to hang out? Where do they spend their time? Do they get their hair done? Some hair salons and barbershops, they will let small businesses come in there and lay out their business cards and stuff. So when their clients come in, they can grab one. So you really just got to tap into that ideal customer and figure out what 24 hours in their life looks like, where they spend their time, what errands they like to run, and you need to make yourself present in those areas too.
And then I would suggest, if you're doing meal prep, so there's so many different companies that we work for, like we'll be independent contractors for, like Pampered Chef or just Mary Kay and all of these different companies. And what happens when you become a representative of them, they tell you have to book parties. You have to get people that to invite people to come. And, you introduce the product, you let people see it, they can smell it, they can put it on, whatever the case may be. And you try to build sales off of that. If you don't have that platform to do, build your own. I mean, I feel like if you can have a Mary Kay party, you can have your meal prep party on your own. You don't have to necessarily go to a gym or anything like that. Just start talking to your friends, your coworkers, people, your family members, and say, hey, I know you want to try meal prep. I'll give you a couple of days free food or whatever to host a party at your house. Invite people who you think might be interested in this business and go from there. Because that will alleviate you from running all over the world trying to be out being social sometimes, where you can just pick a designated space.
That's more targeted. It's more targeted, and you have more control over it that way. Right. So that's a good move. We kind of been talking about doing stuff like that. I definitely want to just tap into giving my other creative friends, my other entrepreneur friends, just more of a space, like a space where they can come and showcase their product, or we can come and do like an open studio type of thing where people can come in and get headshots or whatever, like just to get people around each other. Like, we just all need to be in the same space. You will meet so many people that will support you 100%. And you just never know. You just never even know. You just gotta be creative, like I said, because we're in a world of online right now. So you really do have to create moments that are not online that can be shared online, because that's what people like right now. People love, and me included, I am people. Okay, she is me, I am her. I'm that girl that wants to host. I want to do cute events and stuff. And obviously we're doing all these things to create an experience in person, but it's also for pictures. It's also to show, hey, I put this cute little thing together. So create moments outside of social media that you can then bring back whenever you're ready to come back to social media and post about it and talk about it. Because I know it's draining sometimes when your life is like 100% on socials. Like, I get it, because that's my life, 100% on social media for everything. All businesses are run online. And then I have to be in front of the camera all day too. So It's a lot, and you do have to kind of like try to balance it out and find that time outside of being on social media. So hopefully, we gave you a little inspo and you can kind of step out and do something cool outside of social media because we've been needing it sometimes. We've been needing it. That was a good question. Because everyone's like always asking, how do I get more followers on Instagram? Or how do I get more of this and that? I'm like, girl, there is no secret recipe to this. Like, you just have to make the content and post it. That's all I can tell you to do is make it, post it, and be consistent.
I'm agreeing with that because me just watching my new page for the business, every couple of days I get a couple more followers.
You see?
Because that girl is posting from me, hashtagging, and I'm getting new followers. People who are in the same business as me, following me, and just I was amazed because I'm like, I haven't even really done anything really heavy, and all I've been doing is making sure that each week I'm actually posting something.
Yep.
And it's working slowly but surely. It's working.
That's how it goes. And you just never know what post it's gonna be that's gonna make it just go boom.
Let me tell you. I've been getting all this stuff from Instagram telling me what posts are the best posts. And it's not the ones what I would have thought was the best post.
No, it never is. It's never that way. And
like, this one? I'm like, okay.
This is a perfect example. This is going to be so funny. But basically, I really had to sit down and think about like what kind of life I wanted to live on the internet, like what kind of things that I wanted to share, how I wanted to show myself online. Because some people are like, well, I'm not filming unless my makeup is done and my hair is done and everything. Like some people don't get in front of the camera until they are at the point where they're quote unquote camera ready, like how they feel most comfortable. And I was just like, that's really not real life for me, and I don't want to find myself in a situation where I'm like, well, dang, I'm only filming every 2 weeks because that might be the only time I'm getting glam. Like I'm getting my hair done every 2 weeks. I'm maybe get my makeup done or go get my brows waxed and get my lashes done or whatever. But I was just like, I don't think I want that to be my life. So I, from the beginning, was super comfortable with just being on camera with no makeup. Even if my hair wasn't exactly how I wanted it to be, it's not gonna, make or break me actually filming because I'm documenting my life. Like I'm showing my real life, but that's not everyone's brand. That's not what everyone's doing. But for me and all of my other vlogger friends, we are kind of just like sitting in our seats waiting because we just know like it's not going to be the video that we were so excited about, that we put all of our time and energy into, that we got all dolled up for and did all this stuff. That's not going to be the one that takes off. That's not going to be the one that goes viral and that, the whole world's going to see. It's going to be the one of us in our bonnets, the one of us looking crazy, the one of us, just, we might be talking about real stuff. We just might not have everything together as far as our hair, makeup, and everything. We just chilling in the house. So I'm like, I'm okay with that. Like I realize that whatever day the day is, it might be a video where your girl is looking like she's tired, busted and disgusted, but that just is what it is. And if I put it on the internet, I got to be ready for the internet to take it where I wanted it to go in the first place. So, and it's something that you do have to work on. You have to become comfortable in yourself. It's a work in progress, but Instagram will tell you, it'll be like your insights will tell you these posts are doing better, these posts are doing better, these posts are doing better. So, you just gotta post it all. That's what I always say. Take all the content as long as you like it and you think it's cute. Just post it. Just post it. Even me right now.
Pleasantly surprised. Like,
even me right now. Like I know the kind of content that I need to post on my personal page as a content creator, as an influencer. I know what kind of content I need to post to get the most engagement, but that doesn't mean that every single post that I do is that kind of content. And some people will say, oh, well, that's kind of like a waste of time. Like if you know what Like on YouTube, everyone knows if I post a video about lip gloss, okay, yeah, we're gonna get the clicks right away. But my whole life is not lip gloss, so I'm not gonna say, well, I'm just only gonna post lip gloss on my YouTube because I'm always wanting to get all the clicks. No, the clicks are great, but at the same time, I'm trying to build a whole separate audience now. Like I'm trying to build my fashion audience. I'm trying to build my, my lifestyle audience. So on Instagram, like today, I posted a picture just of us with the hookah setup and the wine glasses and everything, charcuterie. That's like a vibe for me. I know that a lot of people on my timeline would look past that and scroll because it doesn't have my face in it. It's not me in a cute outfit. It's not me, celebrating something that I did. So I know that post is not going to get as much engagement as a post of me would, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to post it because I just never know. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have to post more pictures of my house. I have to post more pictures of things that I potentially want to do in the future. Like if I want to collaborate with a Home Goods or, anything like that, like I have to post that kind of content. So everything might not be exactly what the folks really want to see right now. They just, they might not know they want to see it.
Exactly.
They just,
I was just getting ready to say that.
They just see it. They scroll past it. Who knows? They might come back to it. Who knows? 30 minutes from now, somebody might place a hookah order. Who knows? I really don't know, but it's out there. The vibes are out there. The brand is tagged. I got a discount code for you down below, and it's just up to people to decide what they want to do. So you just have to put it all out there. Whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you love, just put it out there. Do not be out here sitting on content. Don't be out here sitting on it. Don't be making all this stuff and then never posting it because you just never know which one is going to be that goes up. You'll just never know. And that's what I learned. I just never know.
And I'm learning that now. Because what I thought.
What you think?
I was like, oh, this right here is it.
And that's just like when we started Smudge. And I was talking to her and I was like, I'm going to sit down and make all these glosses, whatever. Cool. And I just remember you was like, well, everyone's going to love a clear gloss. So we need to make sure we have enough clear. And I was like, okay, I agree with that. And then I was like, well, Hello Is Me is my color and everyone loves me. So I'm going to make a lot of that one. And all of the outlandish blues and bright pinks and greens and dark browns and everything. I was like, oh, we're just going to make
few here, few there.
A random number of all these things. And then come launch day, okay, yeah, we might have had 4 people buy clear, but we had about 30 in stock. So we was looking real goofy for the colors that we was like, not really sure people are going to like this. And then those are the ones that folks was like, you don't have any more? Like, what happened to that? I'm like, girl, I really honestly and truly promise y'all, I did not think that these were going to be the ones to go. So yeah, it's like that's why I always preach and teach to y'all, like if you're going to start a lip gloss business, any kind of business where you're going to have inventory that is going to be different colors or anything, I would just say get equal amounts of inventory, get an equal amount each color, give every color a fair chance, because what you think is going to be good is going to be wrong. And I'm just saying just like that. Everybody, even like Desi, watching Desi, she's like, the colors that I thought you guys were going to like, actually, no. I'm like, we're not mind readers. So we be thinking that we know and we don't. And especially at the beginning, I'm like, girl, I don't know who told us to be trying to read minds in the beginning. We didn't even know who our customers were going to be. And we're talking about, everyone loves clear. So we need to have a lot of clear. We had all this clear that nobody wanted.
They didn't want that.
They wanted the blue and the pink and the browns. I was like, all right, well, now I know.
You learn.
If you live and you learn. Live and you learn. That's why I give everything a fair chance at the beginning so that you don't feel like you spent more money over here or over there. Like everything we spent equally on. And then go from there. And then the second round, you'll know your audience better. You'll know your customers better. You'll know how to reorder based off of what is going and what's not. Period. Great questions. Any more questions? We've been on here for an hour and 4 minutes. So, the last one was 2 hours. We don't have to be on here all day and night like that all the time. So if y'all got some more questions, let us know. I'm still over here with the dry wine.
Yeah, it's over for me. I just want water now.
It's dry. It's making your mouth dry.
Yeah.
This will probably be good with my little charcuterie board I made the other day, though.
You need to take that with you then, because I'm not drinking no more of that.
I'll take that with me, girl. Because, you know, after a Monday, you'll drink whatever's in the fridge. Not even gonna lie to you. Not even gonna lie to you. Hi from Jamaica. Hey. I want to be in Jamaica so bad, but it's okay. Shout out Jamaica. Yeah, it's okay. You know, we're gonna go one day in the future again.
When you're an adult?
I'm an adult, but not anytime soon though. I'm like, yeah, I'm an adult, but
not right now.
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Hello, people are still joining. We're doing a little Q&A, so if you have questions, drop them below. We're talking about starting a business, running a business. Y'all know we have a little topic, and then we can go anyway from there. So that's what I love about y'all. We can talk about it all. Ooh, let me put this down.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish that before I leave, but give me just a couple more minutes. Regroup a little bit. We was so lit the last time. I'm like, this is just like...
We was lit.
After
like an hour, I was probably like all over the place.
I'm so sorry. So lit, and it was so fun. So I'm like, this week, I just feel like, oh, we are so tired this week.
We are tired.
And then the wine is not giving what it was supposed to have gave.
It is winding us down.
She said, what'd she say? Girl, I just watched your YouTube video, and yeah, I'm gonna need that formula like SpongeBob. Ah! Krabby Patty's secret formula. Go get the secret sauce. Thank you for watching on YouTube as well. How do you continue when it feels like nothing is selling? Oh, so good question. That doesn't make sense. How do you say that? Such great questions. There we go. I didn't say the right thing. I said, so good questions. I'm like, that don't even sound right. That didn't even sound correct. How do you continue when it feels like nothing is selling? So I have this piece of artwork in my house, and it says, when you feel like quitting, remember why you started. So just think about that every time you feel like giving up. That's all I do. I'm like, okay, but why am I here? Like, why did I start this in the first place? Because it's like, we know, it's like, you'll know in the beginning, like, oh, I'm going to start a business. It's going to be so fun. I know it's going to be work, but you really don't know what kind of work it's going to be until you're in it. You really don't know how hard it can get until you get there. And then once you get there, it's like, oh, is this what I signed up for? But it actually is what you signed up for. You just didn't know it at the beginning. So.
And then sometimes you have to really go into the real why you love doing whatever it is that you're doing.
Right.
Like for me, when I was doing hair, it was because I loved the fact that when people would be finished getting their hair done and they look in the mirror, their whole personality changes.
Hello.
Let me tell you.
Bad B has been activated. Okay, listen.
So for me, that was just very, I don't know. It just really pushed me to always want to make people happy. And when you have a customer and they're not really feeling what you're doing, or they had something else in mind or whatever, that will bother you. So when you have the ones that are like, yes, they're looking in the mirror and they ready to go. They ready to put lip gloss on. They want to put the earrings back on. Like everything about what you just did to them, that just gave them a boost of confidence. So sometimes it could be slow. And sometimes you might say, oh, I'm not really making the money I want to make, or I'm not making enough money. But then you go back to, but that's not really the real reason why I got into the business. I just love doing what I do because it makes people feel like this. Or, you know, I was excited when I got done and I created this. So it it'd be other reasons why you want to keep continuously going.
Yeah.
And you just got to remember that. You
like
got to
that.
have a reason why, besides money, that you're doing what you're doing, because money is not going to be it.
It ain't.
No. You're going to.
It's going to be some dry patches for everybody.
It is.
Literally
and
everybody.
You're going to feel like, you don't want to feel like you're doing everything for money. You got to have a real reason why you're doing it.
Correct.
So that's where the passion comes in for whatever it is that you're doing.
That is it.
Yeah. So just don't ever want to lose the passion. Don't lose the passion. Because if you lose the passion, then you lost the business.
And yes, that needs to be a hashtag tweet. If you lose the passion, you lost the business. I kind of I go through that now, and it's not really with just the business, but even my social media, because it's like, oh wow, if you think about how many followers I actually have versus the engagement that I'm getting, it's kind of like defeating almost sometimes when you see certain videos that do really well, and then certain videos that you put your blood, sweat, and tears into, and they don't get the engagement that you wanted them to, or they don't get the views that you wanted them to. So it gets to be very depressing sometimes. Like, if we slip into our heads as content creators, it gets really bad. Like, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm done with this. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm putting in all these hours. Nobody's seeing it. Nobody's watching it. Nobody's clicking it. But then I just remember like why I started making content in the first place. It honestly was for me to document my life, for me first. Like, it wasn't even for me to be quote unquote famous or anything like that. I just wanted to be able to go back and see the different stages of my life for me personally. And, one day when I have kids in 5 years or whatever, I want to go back and show them like, wow, this was me fresh out of college, or fresh out of high school, and just have like a digital scrapbook of videos to show anyone that may not have known me my whole life. So that's why I started. And when I started, I was so passionate. I was making 10 videos in one day. Like, I was filming from sun up to sundown all day. I was staying up all night. I was editing all day and night. Like, I had so much passion for it. I didn't want to do anything else. Like, I was buying so much stuff. I wanted to get my hair done all the time. I wanted to get my lashes done. I wanted to do all this stuff because I just wanted to be on camera all the time. All the time. And I wasn't caring about who was clicking, who wasn't clicking. I didn't have that many subscribers, and I was just constantly posting. So I'm like, all right, you got a couple thousand followers now, and you can't be sitting here acting like every video is gonna perform like how you want it to. Right now, I'm just kind of more satisfied with who I'm touching, who I'm inspiring, who I'm, motivating to do something. If one person watched my video today and said that I was able to inspire them to start a business, or I was able to even inspire them to just get up and clean their house, like, that is a win for me. I made you feel inspired. That's a goal for me. You might be in Jamaica or in a whole different country, and I inspired you to do something from way over here just because you found me on the internet. So I have to remember that when I'm sitting here looking at the numbers. I'm like, everything is not always about the numbers. It's about the impact, Sometimes it's about the impact. It's about the reach that you really have. So I just, it gets hard, but then I go back to thinking about why I really started. And for me, it's always a day when I go back to my old videos. I was just doing that the other day. I was like looking at some of my old videos, and that kind of reignites the passion for me. It re-inspires me. So whenever I get into those spaces, I'm like, all right, girl, just go all the way to the bottom and click on a video and watch, and you're going to realize how far you've actually come from this moment to now, and just think about where you want to go from here, and just keep going, So we all kind of get tired. We all get frustrated. We all have those times where it's like, I really don't see the result that I want to see, and I'm putting everything into this and I'm not seeing it yet. And we all want to quit. We've all been there. But you just got to pull yourself up out of that right there,
and surround yourself with people that are not going to let you dwell in whatever it is that you have going on.
Yeah.
Because she will tell you. If I call her and I hear in her voice that she is not, if she don't sound like, hello, it's me, I'm like, what's the matter? What's going on? What's happening here? Because I'm going to have to pull you up out of whatever this is that you're in, because this is not going to work.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to have people like that around you. That helps.
It's needed.
Because I'm always calling her with something. She's always like, "Oh, well, no, we're doing this, and this is what's happening."
Oh, no. Not happening.
Like, no.
That's how it has to be. Like, you just gotta...
We just encourage each other.
You just gotta keep going.
Keep it moving.
You just have to keep going. Promise. That's all you have to do is just keep it on going.
Yeah. Because the only time you fail is when you quit. So as long as you're moving forward, if you fail, you fall, you get back up, you keep on moving. But if you don't get back up, then that's it.
Can't make any progress then.
No.
Yeah. A word. She's giving words.
Oh my gosh.
A word. Yeah. I literally am going through that right now. I'm like, ugh. Posting all these videos. And it's really discouraging when you know it's like you have created an audience that only wants to know about this, and it can be a thing of you sitting here like, well, dang, that was my fault. Like, I was kind of honing into this one thing. How can I expect them to want to see anything else besides this if there was a point in time where this was all we talked about? This is all that people knew.
You can't do that.
So I'm like, there's so much more.
Exactly. To me. Because what happens is you may have been honing on one thing because that was your thing at the moment. Mm-hmm. And now you're building and you're growing that. And the word is grow. So now you're growing and you're moving on to something else. So if those people can't understand that you're moving on, that's not your problem.
I know, right?
So you just gotta keep going.
She said that is hashtag not your problem.
That is not your problem.
I agree. I just want y'all to know we are all kind of going through the same thing. Yes. So I don't want y'all to think, oh, she popping, she made it. We're not there yet. We're reaching and we working. We still working, right? I'm still kind of in a sense, I'm still in the same spot as a lot of y'all are. We're going through the same things. Y'all asking the same questions that we be talking about in our meetings. Like, we are kind of all going through what we're going through. And it's just going to always be like that.
Yes, because it's called the process. It's the process of growing. Mm-hmm. It's just the process. You're always going to have times where you're doubting yourself. You're always going to have times where you feel like, okay, this seems to be working. Let me try that. And let me push and move that forward. And then it could move forward or it could not. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of trial and error. You just got to literally keep on going.
Trial and error. Wow. Someone said, do you have any tips on writing a business plan? Ugh, a business plan. Girl.
Tip is hire somebody to do it for you.
I'm like, a business plan? Let me tell you how much of a plan I didn't have after 5 years of procrastinating. It's always great to have your stuff together, but then again, it's never great to, like I said, to sit here and wait 5 years just to start something. So if the business plan is what's holding you back, don't even worry about it. You do need to have a plan, though. I will say that. You do need to kind of know what your business is going to be, what avenue you want to go, how you want to run your business in that aspect, what inventory you want to do. Those are all things that you need to know. But as far as like a fully written top to bottom business plan that you can pitch to somebody else, not always necessary unless you're trying to do that. Like, unless you're trying to get a business partner, unless you're trying to get a sponsor up front, unless you're trying to do business with other people. Mm-hmm. I did not write out a full business plan, y'all. I really didn't. I had an idea. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew the things that I wanted to add on, but I did not have a solid plan as far as when every one of those elements was going to be added. I just kind of went with the flow, and I did things as I could because those things took money. So it was like, once I started my business, after I spent all that money to just get started, I only did things after that as I could, as I could buy new inventory, as I could buy new pigments and new tubes. That's when I launched again. I didn't really have it on the calendar. That's why y'all was always seeing me pop up randomly like, oh, we got this new thing now, this new thing, because it was literally just going with the flow as I went.
Same here with my business. With opening up the salon, I had a low cost startup. So
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of like you have clients, you do them, you have to manage everything that you just got into. And then whatever little bit is left, let's take a little bit and add to that. So there wasn't okay, after I've been in business for 6 months, I'm going to go and buy this. And then after that, it didn't work like that.
It didn't go like that. Yeah.
Now it may be a little different if you have the capital to start up in the beginning and you can plan out everything. You can say, okay, well, I'm going to spend this much on this at this time, and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and you just plan your business out that way.
Right.
But that wasn't me.
And then it wasn't me either. But yeah, that's all I can say about that, because I don't have really any tips, because I didn't do it. I really didn't.
And sometimes you feel like little by little, it's just such a long process. Like when you're, okay, well, I'm at this stage right now. I started with this amount of money, and this is as far as I can go with what I have.
Mm-hmm.
And then a little later, you make a little bit more money, and then you add to it. It can start to feel like it's taking forever because you have your aspirations of what you want and how you want to do it, but you don't have the income. And so it's kind of like, okay, little by little, and it seems like it's taking forever. But I am grateful that my little by little is going on 6 years, and I have more than I can even. All of these furniture and stuff that I have, like I had to downsize. I had so much stuff after a while.
Yeah.
So you just gotta trust the process and just the business plan. Like I said, if you have the money to start up everything, it will be great for you to have a business plan. But if you don't, just have a plan.
Just have a plan and stick to it.
Yeah. Just have a plan. Write it down.
Yeah.
Get you a journal. Write it down.
I love that.
Yes.
Somebody said, what are your thoughts on having a business partner?
I have thoughts.
Of course you do.
I'm going first. Okay. All right. Business partner.
Excited. Look, she just woke up, y'all.
I just woke up. Thank you for that question. You woke me up. Okay. Business partners are great. You see her? She's my business partner. Okay. You can have a business partner and it could be a great experience. And then you can have a business partner and it could be a disaster. Mm-hmm. That's just real talk. You have to go into business with somebody who is as passionate about the business as you are. If you don't have that, it is not going to work. I don't care what nobody tell you. It's not going to work. You have to be able to sit down and make sure that both of you want the same thing. If you don't want the same thing and this person wants this and you want that out of the business, it's not going to work. And it has to be an equal share of responsibility, because in my salon business, I just told her she was a partner in the business. I said, listen, you're going to help me with the salon. She doesn't want to do anything with no hair. She don't want to do hair. She never did. But I just felt like if I can't run it, she can at least run the business. I can work the business and she can run the business. So, no, she can't do nobody's hair because she's not licensed, but she can still run the business because there's other people in the salon. She can manage the business and make sure that it's running properly. She just can't work in the business. But when you're doing something like that, you have to make sure. Now, she's my child, so that's different. But when you're talking about somebody who you're not related to and you're just going in business with them, like a silent partner, you have to be very careful with silent partners because most of the time, they don't be so silent after a while. And if you have a business and they can't do the same operation as you can to function, they don't understand it. They don't understand it like you do. And so sometimes it could just be too much. Seriously, it could be too much. And I just feel like if you have somebody that's really like in it, like you are, then I would say I don't see anything wrong with it. But if not, It's not gonna work. You're gonna be mad.
Yeah.
What's your take? What you think?
Yeah. I probably wouldn't seriously be in business with anyone else if it wasn't my mom, honestly.
Yeah, I won't even be in business with my husband. We don't see eye to eye on anything.
I'm screaming.
So no for me. It's a no for me, dog. I'm never going to business with him.
It's like, oh, what was that? Yeah, business is my life, you know, and I'm kind of like a little hothead, y'all. You know, like I be
a little.
Well,
she is a hothead because she was mad at me because I asked her about her quesadilla earlier today.
I'm a hothead, y'all.
I was like,
I just be going off on people. Like you
can't be going off on people.
I know. I be trying, y'all. I really do. But people be pushing my little buttons, and I be just like snapping sometimes. Y'all really don't see that side of me, because for what? But what I'm saying is, she keeps me level. I don't think I could just be going in business with other folks, because this is my mom, so I'm not gonna snap on my mom, obviously. But if I was in business with anybody else, I don't know how well we would.
Yeah, because the thing is, everybody's gonna have a different perspective on how you want the business to look, how it should be ran, how the money should come in, how you're going to distribute money, how are you going to save money. You know, like, you could be having income coming in and you may think, oh, well, we need to reinvest that into something that's going to make the business function. And the other person could be like, well,
I'm trying to pocket that.
Yeah, this profit. So
I'm trying to pocket that.
And you're like, it's profit, but we haven't even been in business for a year yet. It's not really profit. Like,
hello.
Could we continuously get this thing moving? So it could be.
Y'all know how folks are about money. So just think about handling a lot of money with somebody else. And even now, I keep telling y'all, I need an assistant. I need, help. We want to hire a team, but it's just so risky to bring people into your space and bring people so close to all of your assets and everything. So, I mean, I can't just be in business with everybody. Like, I don't trust everybody with a key to my place, to my office, to my house. Like, I can't do that, So, yeah, that's my take on business partners. It would have to be somebody that I have I have to know you like the back of my hand. I have to be able to trust you, and we all have to be on the same page, because money makes folks act crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not a solid relationship, even if you think it's solid, if a lot of money comes into the conversation, you just don't know which way that's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
So you really have to be secure in a relationship before you decide to be business partners, for sure. Because don't nobody got time.
Now, I will say that it's really difficult to run a business just solely by yourself. So you may need to hire a team of people, but not necessarily have a partner.
A partner, yeah. A partner is somebody that's going to have access to everything.
Yeah.
We don't want that sometimes.
No. I'm
oily. We don't want that sometimes, depending on who it is. We don't want you to have access to all of my all my stuff.
Most people that I know that have had partners are not even
correct
friends or even speaking to each other at this point right now.
Ruined the whole relationship.
Yeah.
Ruined the whole relationship. Someone said, how do you handle the back end of your business? Do you have an accountant? As far as the back end, we handle the back end, but we do have an accountant, though, for the financials. The back end and the financials are two different things. Back end as in like inventory and just stuff on the back end, we handle that part. Ooh, we do everything, huh?
Yeah.
I was just reminded by that question.
It's called small business.
We do everything on the back end. So anything that you see, the photographs, the videos, the marketing, the website, the social media, the inventory, ordering, packaging, everything. We do it all.
And I'm gonna say this: it's not a problem to source some of the things out if you just don't have it in you to make your own website or do your own business cards and all of that kind of stuff.
Easy. Those are easy things to get people to do.
You can find someone to do that for you.
Those are easy things to get someone to do.
You just get you a good accountant so that at the end of the year, you can print out all of your things from whatever your online store is, where you have all of your tracking information for your income, and then just hire the accountant to actually take care of that part for you.
Yeah.
Because
we don't do none of that. Don't ask me nothing about that. I be telling folks, somebody ask me, I'm like, girl, I can't even tell you. I do my part and my part only. Keep up with
your part.
My part. That's it.
Yeah.
So,
but definitely the keeping up with inventory and restocking and all of that stuff is the back end on us. Yeah,
that's us. We in the back end and the front end. We do it all at the moment. I'm getting warm. Something is hitting me.
That wine.
Yeah. I need a little air.
Oh my gosh.
A little air. Just a little air. A little fanning. Okay. Every time. I always know once the wine kick in, because I'm like, am I having a hot flash?
He was like, I'm getting a little oily.
I just started looking at my face. I was like, dang. I'm glistening, ain't I? Sheesh, just that natural. Oh, it's that natural glow. But I've been over here with shine all on my face this whole time. Nobody's gonna tell me.
First of all, you did it like you was in a mirror.
I am looking straight at myself,
and I was like, okay, she's live, and she's like this.
They looking at me all shining.
I'm gonna mention it till afterwards, though.
Like, wait a second. Gotta get rid of some of them shines. Just a little bit.
Okay.
A little shiny.
You should just take the rest of that home.
I'm not drinking no more of that today. Catch y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna need it. Yeah, Mondays are.
You don't like Mondays?
I don't know who invented them, but they could get rid of them.
You need some motivation on Monday. You need some motivation on Monday. Get people going. No, that ain't you.
I need the motivation, so I don't know how.
I'm gonna send you something.
I don't know how much help I'm gonna be to y'all when I need the motivation in the first place. Any last minute questions? Because we gonna wrap this thing up. Wrap it up. Yeah, Monday is too close for my liking. It's like a couple hours away.
Yes. I have to be here. Working on a client of my life.
Work. Any other questions? I love y'all for tuning in with us. We got 2 more live streams under our belt.
That.
2 more Sundays. 2 more Sundays, which is going to be so much fun. Well, I think that's a wrap. Nobody else asking any more questions. We are going to head out. We did a smooth hour and 30.
Look at us.
Yeah. Make sure y'all are following us. Join the Bossy Brown Girl movement.
Yes.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace out. Peace out. Ooh. End the live video. It's over. Except we're still live on YouTube. She's like, "Are we still live on YouTube?" I said, "Yeah, girl, we still live on YouTube."
Live.
YouTube gets the last end of it, huh?
Guess so.
I don't have a picture for this one. Laughing and stuff. Bye, y'all, because I'm just trying to pick a picture. See you later. And